everybody, welcome to Amy's Creative Acrylics. Today I'm going to be doing a wave. I'm going to do it different. I'm going to do it in white and gray, silver, and a little bit of black. I'm doing it on a 22 by 28 inch canvas. And my base is going to be Lofts Acrylic Flow. That'll be the white. So I'm going to do the whole base, flooded in white. Then I'm going to do the silver, metallic silver. Here's Rust-oleums metallic silver. I have Artminds Onyx. I also have Artminds gunmetal. And I have another silver, I believe it's Decoart silver, metallic silver. And let's see here, I'm gonna mix this up a little bit. It's a little bit settling on the top. I do have my back taped up here, so I don't want to tip it over. I have a little bit of paint on there from when I was mixing. So let's get started. So I'm going to flood the canvas here. With the white. I did one the other day where I just did a part of the top. I kind of watched Molly's artistry, which she obviously has been doing this for a while longer than I have, so she's better at it. And for some reason, I think though I used my bottles like this to put my colors on the wave, so I feel like it wasn't thick enough. So it was a little bit more work to move the paints around. I didn't get like the flow that I wanted. So this time I'm going to just flood the whole thing with white, and then hopefully that will help move it along better for me. Let's see. My youngest son just moved into his first apartment, and he wants everything in grays, a little bit of white, and a little bit of black, but mostly grays and silvers, so that is why I'm going to do this wave. I've done a couple other waves that he really liked, though he wanted me to do one in silver and gray for him. So that's what we're going to do today. I did do one on a smaller piece a few weeks ago. It's kind of like one of the first ones that I've done, and I'm not happy with it. I'll show you what. I don't like how, I love the colors and the cells that I got out of here, but I don't like how round I left this. I want it to be a little bit more pointed, like a wave should be. Oh, here's another one that I done. That one I like. I love it, and the colors on here are just beautiful. I also did a bigger piece on my third video. And that one turned out beautiful. So they really turned out good. So we're going to try to do another one here in the grays and silvers. So you want to flood your canvas with your white. And let's see. And then this time, like I said, I'm going to use I put the paints in these little Dixie cups, so and I do have a couple of them that are going to be in there, but I'm going to spray them a little bit thicker, but hopefully with the base being flooded, it'll move around a little bit better for me. I mean, I like how the end result came out of the last one, so I'm happy with it, but I just feel like it just didn't move the way I wanted it to. All right, so let's get started here. I'm gonna start off with the Decoart's metallic silver. And now I'm gonna do the Artminds Onyx. Which he doesn't want a lot of black, but I had to talk him into doing some because I just feel like doing everything all in just the gray and silver will just kind of mesh too much. It's probably a little more black than he'd like, but he'll be all right. Oh, darn it, then I just spilled half of this. Okay, then this is the gunmetal from Artminds. And I am gonna throw a little bit of white in here, just on top of those, so. Okay, now I'm gonna take my torch and I'm gonna get all the bubbles out. Oops, here. Cat hair. You want to use your torch here to get all the air bubbles out. You don't want your paint to dry with the air bubbles underneath the paint, so then when it dries, it'll start to look like you have little pinholes coming out of your paint colors. And depending on the style of pour you do, you don't really want that. It can ruin, I think it can ruin your piece of art. Make sure I get white all around those edges because I want my canvas to be totally covered there, which I'm not going to be blowing anything over the sides on that. Oh, hopefully I didn't just miss everything. I know I have you guys kind of close because I wanted you just to get a closer view of how pretty the colors are. So, okay, so I'm gonna start blowing out. Oh, I feel like I need more color here. I want it to be a little bit more out here. Ooh, that might have been too far. All right, so now we'll take the blow dryer here. I love this racing already. cells coming up. It's so pretty. I definitely like that tip better. I like this one a lot better than the last one. You don't want these to be perfect. I mean, if you even look at a wave, there's nothing the same about it. Definitely like that much better. How it has more of the tip rather than being so round like that last one was. I'm so excited. It looks so much better. Just gonna go back through again, make sure we don't have no air bubbles that came back up. I might just put a little bit more of the silver here. I feel like he's gonna want more silver than black through that area right there. Like I said, he kind of wanted more just grays and silvers. I had to talk him into adding a little black. So I better make sure I don't put too much in there. Okay, I'm gonna use the blow dryer again. So you can just leave it this way if you like, or you can kind of go through with your finger or with a stick, just to kind of pull some little curves out if you like. I don't know, I really kind of like that, where you kind of get more. You definitely don't have to. It's just like your choice. Like you can, once you get it done, you can just kind of play around with it some, and if you end up doing something you'd wish you wouldn't have done, you can always add a little paint over the top of it, or if you have to, you can even scrape it, and you just scrape that spot, and you don't have to redo the whole the whole painting, just like that one spot that you want to do. It doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, just a perfect, waves are different. There's nothing symmetrical about a wave, you know. Okay, I'm definitely much happier with this one than I was with that other one for sure. It looks pretty good. Now, when you're done with, when you're happy with how your results came out, what you're gonna wanna do is make sure you go around your edges. You can either use a stick or your finger like I do, and then just go across the bottom so you can get those drips off. You don't wanna leave those drips running. If you do, the longer it does, it'll pull on your painting and it'll like pull that off. Not necessarily is it going to pull like your whole painting off, but it's going to make it look like your painting is running over that side. So you definitely don't want it to do that. You know, if you have a spot on your canvas, sometimes this happens with the corners where nothing kind of stuck with it. So you can just kind of pick some up that fell off, or use what's in your containers and just cover those spots up. It's gonna eventually go down anyway, so whatever you add on there is gonna be fine. It's not gonna you know, look any different. So just wanna go through there, make sure everything is good and covered. Around here real quick and make sure. You don't want to have your, like where your white is, where you didn't run anything over, you don't want to have dry canvas there on the edges neither, because that to me looks like an unfinished art. You know, I think that you know, if you have paint on part of your canvas, you're going to want to paint on everything that has paint everywhere else. It just makes it look more professionally done. Okay, I'm going to come around here real quick just to check that back there. I don't know if you can see this corner here, but there was nothing there, so just pick some of your color up from underneath there. I wish I made magnets or something, because those skins are going to be so pretty. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm going to take you down here. See how those ends are. You just want to make sure you get all those drips. I mean, it doesn't matter that it's on the paint underneath, but you just don't want it to pull your color down. Let me shut that off over there. Okay, let me get you. I was gonna go and shut that ring off, but it's so pretty. The cells that came out of it are just gorgeous. Hopefully it's not too much black for him, but I think it's just beautiful. It looks like a monster, like a Jason something, Jason mask right there. Well, I appreciate everybody from watching. Hopefully you will like and subscribe to my channel. I'm new at the videoing. I've been doing my art for about a year now, since like 2019. This one here will, I mean, if somebody wants to buy it, they can buy it. I can always make my son another one, or you want a commissioned piece, something a little bit different, rainbow colors, any kind of color, or anything else, I can do commission pieces. I also have an Etsy shop at Amy's Creative Acrylics. Also, if you're interested in this or any of my other pieces, and you can email me at amyscreativeacrylics@gmail.com. And I thank everybody for watching. Hopefully you'll come back for my next video, and you liked and subscribed and hit that notification, so then you'll get notified when I do have another one. But thanks for coming. Everybody have a good night and stay healthy. Bye.